Recording? Yes. All right. Thank you, everyone, for making it this morning. As you have taken the step to be here, I know that you have decided to either uplift the game or change the track. So it is something that is very important in all our lives. And I believe that we will, as we go through this, we would ask all the questions and we would have time to understand everything that we are coming to talk about. But I can assure you that your time that you are spending here, trust me, it has worked for me, and that's why I'm presenting this to everyone. It will not be in vain. Trust me, it is going to be worth it, you joining us this morning. So, without wasting much time, we are not going to take a lot of your time. I know time is very precious. So, my name is Patrick Puji. Um, I have been in tech for a while now. For a while, like for some years. I've been dealing with data for some time. I'm actually an accounting degree holder. I hold a diploma also in marketing. So when I came to the UK, I decided to go into um, tech. I decided to go into I don't know if other people want to come in. Um, I decided to go into data, and then so far I have been doing data this while, and trust me, it has been worthwhile. It has been worthwhile. So moving on, I am here with one of the tutors, one of my associates, Savia. Savia is online now. She will be taking some of the slides and giving a demonstration on the basics of business development, business intelligence development, giving the basis of it. So I will move on just like that. So the program, the course, the career is called business intelligence development. So what it entails is that it brings together technologies and processes that and strategies that organization use to collect, analyze, and transform raw data. And as we know, data now has become the gold mine of the world as it stands. As it stands. Sorry, can we see our slides? Can we see my slides?
Yeah, we can see your slide, but it might
Yes,
be
we
good on
can.
us.
Yeah,
It might
thank
be
you.
good on the slideshow. There we go.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. So um the data is now the gold mine of the world at the moment. Everything you do is data. Sometimes we will be talking about real life situations where you see that you'll be browsing your phone, and all of a sudden something you've spoken about an hour ago will be recommended to you. All is data. You see, and that is where we are going. That is where we are delving into. Almost all organizations I've spoken to or I've seen are using data in decision making. So we are putting ourselves in the position where we will be the mediators between the data and the organization. So that position is very important for the organization. And your job is to be an instrument for the organization to collect, analyze, and transform raw data into meaningful, actionable insights. Basically, that is what your job is. And that is what we at Partner Tech, we are going to train you for. That is what we are going to train you for. So, importance of being a business intelligence developer in this business world. You see, as a business intelligence developer, like I've said, you are helping the lead management of any company that you will join to make informed decision. Now, the idea of you assuming decisions when it comes to business is over. That you do, oh, I think this place, we need to do this here. Oh, I think this place. No, it's not about what you think, it's about the facts on the ground. So the only way we can get the facts on the ground is to be able to make informed decisions using the data that we are having. Even governments, the way they share their developmental projects is based on data. So data is very important. Now, you are going to help people make strategic planning. And when you understand data, even in your personal life, you learn to make strategic planning. You know, your job helps leaders make strategic planning and operational efficiency. So you see, sectors like e-commerce, local housing, tech, health, and even in the church, you realize that. Sorry, I think some people are waiting. Let me just get them in. Okay, so even in a church, that's charitable organizations, they all need business intelligence developers. Why? Because they would help them translate the data into meaningful action. So you see, when my associate Xavier comes in and then introduce the demonstration, you see how raw and meaningless the data is. And when you, as a business intelligence developer, when you get in, you bring the meaning out of the data. So it helps operation to be efficient. It puts the company in a competitive advantage. Because imagine a company competing with another company which don't use any data, which don't use any business intelligence. You realize that all decisions should be made based on assumptions, and when you assume it is not always right. So that is why it puts you in the best advantage. Improve customer insight. So for instance, when you, like I've said, when you are watching your phone and somehow you talk about a shirt that you wanted to buy, and then somehow the thing will appear, the shop would show, and the probability of you clicking that advert to go and look at that shirt is very, very high. Why? Because data is informing the algorithms. So whatever searches you've made, they've taken your data. So we are not talking about data governance today. We are talking about like how the business intelligence work. So if you want to hear about maybe the controls, that is not what I'm going to talk about today. Just introducing this career to you. So that is it. Okay. 1 second. Okay, I think my listing has frozen. All right, please give me 1 second and I will sort this out quickly. Yes, okay. So importance of business intelligence still continuing. Now, enhancing forecasting and planning. You know, so many businesses, like we always say, we from Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, come to the West. We always say that businesses in the West, they plan ahead. They are always planning ahead. What helps them to plan ahead? Usually, when you don't understand, you may get scared, because I know some people, they get scared over what they don't understand. It's all data. So with data, you can forecast what is likely to happen in the next 5 years, what is likely to happen in the next 10 years, based on the data you are gathering today and you have gathered in the past. So all these things helps businesses. And then a data-driven culture. So if a company is using data to make decisions, it becomes a culture, and mistakes are limited. Quick identification of trend. So for those of us who are usually on TikTok, you realize that, all right, someone is coming in. So you realize that it comes a time that there will be a trend. We will say this music is making this video trend. This type of videos are trending. You know, it's all about the data, the number of people using it, the age group of people using it, the culture of the people using it, the country they are using it from. All those things, the data aids it for them to know the trend. So they know that in 2024, this particular music trended. And in 2023, this one also trended. Then we know, you can figure all these things out. Now, it helps in cost reduction. Business intelligence in any company helps in cost reduction. What do I mean by this? A job that will take you 3 days to do, you can automate it in a way that will take you 3 hours to do it. That's the beauty of this career. So it reduces the time and it saves cost, because if you can make an informed decision that would save you a lot of money. Okay. And then regulatory compliance. Now, the governments of the world, everyone is putting laws there. That's where we talk about data governance. We'll talk about all these things, that every business operating in every jurisdiction should abide by, and data is a major part, and that makes your job very important. Measurable key performance. So it helps companies to measure basically measure how they are performing. Okay. So we come to the key components of BI. So as a business intelligence developer, what are your key components? So the key components of BI, we have data analytics. Now, some people will tell you that, business intelligence developer and data analytics are the same thing. No, they are not the same thing. Data analytics uses the basic form of business intelligence. So what we are going to do today, the demonstration we are going to do today is actually data analytics. But when you join the class, we are going to improve on that to make you a business intelligence developer, where you'll be using different environments to do magical stuff with data. You see, so data analytics involves examining and interpreting data to extract valuable insights. Basically, they use Microsoft Excel, and they utilize statistical. I'm sorry, some people are coming in. Let me just admit them. Okay, so they utilize statistical analysis, predictive modeling, and data mining. When you join the class, by the time you finish with the class, all these words and phrases will be normal to you. Predictive modeling and data mining, normal to you, because we will delve into it. Okay, so reporting. As a business intelligence developer, after you have mined your data, done your modeling, gather all your data from or wherever sources you would need, you would then present the analyzed data in a visual or a tabular format. So you use visuals to now present your data. Sorry. That I believe in our demonstration, you are going to see some of the visuals that are being used. And then dashboard, scorecards. So if you work for a company, let's say you work in the health sector, and then they want to know how many people came into A&E at a particular or in a particular month, how many of them are male, how many of them are female, how many of them are those who don't want to identify as male or female. However the requirement may be, you will be able to display this with visual scorecards and then report on these things effectively. Now, as a business intelligence developer, you do data visualization where you represent data graphically to facilitate easier understanding. So somebody who is not a developer, or somebody who doesn't have any knowledge in the environment you are using, like Power BI, whenever they see your reports, they don't have to go back into the back end of what you are doing. They just have to see your report and understand the trends. Using your charts, your graph, and then interactive visuals, they will understand the trend. Okay, so objectives of BI. Now, the reason why we do these things is to make informed decisions. We are helping the company leaders make informed decisions, and then for strategic planning, and then operational efficiency, which I think we have spoken about. So key features. When you choose or when you sign up to be a data intelligence developer, Okay. So when you sign up to be an intelligence developer,
I'm coming. Let me bring my.
some of the things that you will 1 second. Okay, so sorry, let me just go back. Some of the things that you would be dealing with is that you are going to integrate data. What do I mean by integrating data? So data will come from all sources. Data will come from all sources. You can get data from the web. Somebody can even email you the data in an Excel spreadsheet. So you collect all this data and then you integrate it into your warehouse. So that is what we call data warehousing. So when you join the class, we are going to teach you how to integrate all this data. Depending on the specification and what you want to get at the end, you integrate the data. And then someone is joining, thank you. And then we teach you to ensure that your data will be consistent and reliable. And then how to store the data in a data warehouse. We will teach you the various types of data warehousing, the securities when it comes to data warehousing. We will teach you all that, the volumes when it comes to data warehousing, and then we will teach you how centralized repository works, and then how you will analyze and report. Then you will come to querying and reporting tools. So let me go back to data integration. So with the data integration, we are going to teach you things like Visual Studio Data Business Integration, where you can integrate, map the Visual Studio, create pipelines into your server. We're also going to teach you things like integrating from Excel, CSV files, data warehouse. We will teach you the SQL Server. We will not really go into details when it comes to Azure Server, but we'll teach you how to link to Azure Server. And then we'll teach you SSMS, which is the SQL Server Management Studio, so that you'll be able to model those data. And then when we come to querying and reporting tools, we will teach you Excel, which you can use Excel to report. We will teach you Power BI, which is now the main thing in the game. Every company now is going into Power BI. And then for just by the way, Microsoft, all these things are Microsoft backgrounds. Microsoft holds about 78% of the market share, and the major competitor is AWS, but Microsoft holds 78% of the market share. So if you are going into Microsoft backgrounds, it is worth it. You have a large scale in order for you to excel. So querying and reporting tools, these allow you to create queries and reports. We would chip in SSAS, where you can also use Visual Studio to report, and then it enables you to customize and be flexible in the data retrieval. You see, and then we will teach you online analytical processing. That is the OLAP, where you do everything online. You see, and then when you are reporting the various ways that you can send your report to people who don't actually know how the environments work. So application of BI. So this one I'm going to run over it because I will put this slide on the website and the video too on the website, so you can actually download the slide and then go through it. But at this moment, I will just do a quick one. So application where BI is applicable. So financial sector, the financial sector for using for budgeting, forecasting, and then financial performance analysis. If you want to go into the financial sector, or if you work in the financial sector, you can be a great BI developer. They are scrambling. As a matter of fact, when you go on Google and you type business intelligence developer jobs, it's there plenty. The companies are in need. Okay, so marketing optimization. So those in marketing sector, BI is there. Operational analytics is there. Customer relationship management, CRM, It is there. And then when you join the class, one of our projects is on CRM, because it is one of the main thing every company demands. So one of our main projects, which is a project that can go on your CV, is on CRM. So CRM, we will deal with it. And then human resource analytics, it is also there. So why choose a career in BI? So at this point, I will invite my associates to speak on this one. I will invite um, my
Savior.
associate to speak on this one. Chichi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good
Yeah,
morning, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much, Patrick, for talking about the importance of BI in business world, the key components of a BI developer, objective of a BI developer, the key features, and the application of a BI. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself formally. I know Patrick have done that bit for me already. My name is Savior Imode. Most people call me Chichi because that's my tribal name. And I'm actually a senior BI developer who have had years of experience in this part also. So I'm quite vast in what we are talking about today, or what I'm about to share with you today. And Patrick have been saying a lot of things about BI and the business world, and now we need to talk about why do we choose a career in BI. And if you would agree with me, nobody would want to start a career path if they do not have the understanding of what that path is and what benefits they could get out of it. Because nobody wants to be doing a charity job. Even if you would do a charity job, that should be something you would have passion in, or that should be something you would do by the side, right? I'm not going to be reading through the slide. Like Patrick did said, the slide would be made available to you after this section where you could go into details, but I would like to highlight these things to you. Why anyone, or why you and I would like to choose a career in business intelligence is high demand, right? The demand for business intelligence professional has consistently gone very, very high, and it continues to grow. Sorry, yeah. And it continues to grow as the business itself, or as an organization, increasingly recognize the value of data-driven decision. This demand itself will translate into numerous job opportunities across various industry and also across different sectors. So what do I mean? If an organization recognize that they need data, which they do need data, because at the moment, data would help us translate into anything we want to think about, anything, whatever decision you want to make, you would need data. So let's say, for instance, you work in an organization and your manager would want to know how many numbers of staff members have we recruited for the past 2 years. You're not going to be going through your Excel spreadsheet to start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might even take you weeks to even finish. Because at some point, there might be some staff members who have left the organization, who have joined and all of that. So how are you able to bring that into existence is by actually analyzing that, right? So now, high demand, you can work anywhere if you're a BI developer. And yes, we all do have transferable skills. I know some of you who might work in the healthcare sector, or some of you who might work in a different sector that you might not even see a business intelligence developer at the moment. You might be wondering, like, how will I be able to transfer my skills into that? Yes, you can. And I'll give you instances. As a healthcare worker, you can decide to become an healthcare analyst. You might have the job experience, but you might not have the technical knowledge. So this is the reason why PathMark Tech is here to actually equip you with those tools that you need. And if you were paying detailed attention to Patrick when he was talking about the business intelligence tool, which is the Power BI, the SSAS, SSMS, and all of that, this is the reason why PathMark Tech is here for you. We're going to be equipping you with that knowledge so that when the time comes for you to transit from a normal healthcare worker or even as a nurse, because I've seen a lot of nurse I work with who are actually healthcare analysts. So they've had a nursing degree as the BSc or maybe as a master's. They've worked in the hospital and they said, you know what, I'm done with this 12-hour shift. I just want to go into something that is more relaxing, which is being a BI developer. So PathMark Tech is here to provide you with that. Number 2, competitive salary. Due to the high demand of business skills, professionals in this field often command competitive salary. The word I'm using is command. Do you know why? So let's say, for instance, you go for an interview and a company has said, oh, this job or this position we're recruiting for what we're going to pay per annum to this person is £45,000. If you have the skill, if you know that you can do the job, you can actually tell them that you wouldn't be taking what they are offering you. And trust me, they will pay you because they know that as a BI developer, the skill is not something you can just get off the bush or from the markets. This is a vast skill. If you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, you don't know it. So what PathMark Tech is bringing to you is for you to know it, and then you are able to command that competitive salary, or you are able to command that salary that you feel you are well deserving of, right? Number 3, career growth. Oh yes, very, very important. The interesting part of this is that if you join PathMark training, so the training is going to be for 5 months, Patrick, right? Am I correct, right?
Yes, you are.
Which is going to be a combination of CV writing, interview prepping. Is going to be an intense and competitive training from start to finish. So we're not going to be presenting you with slides, showing you words, reading definitions. No, we're going to be bringing practical knowledge. You're going to be involved in different sorts of projects that would enable you publish your project into GitHub. I don't know if some of you are quite conversant about GitHub. So GitHub is like a repository storage space where you showcase people, you showcase recruiter, you showcase the whole world, to be honest, about what you've done. By so doing, they don't need to ask you if you have experience or not. They can see it because somebody without experience wouldn't be able to start analyzing data and putting it into dashboard and then publishing it into GitHub, right? So career growth, like I said, you can be earning, let's say, for instance, I would always use £45,000 because personally, I would always tell anybody that would do this training, do not apply for a job that is lower than £45,000. I know it might sound a lot, but when you start doing the job, you would understand that they are not even paying you well enough, right? So now you can start a job today. Let's say, for instance, I work with Amazon as a business intelligence developer. The next 3 months, I would want to work with Google. And believe me, I'm not going to be earning what they were paying me in Amazon. My salary can jump up to £10,000 to £15,000, right? And aside that, you can decide to become a business intelligence manager. You can become a data analyst. You can become a data scientist. I'm aware that, I'm sure that lots of us have been seeing what AI have been doing, right? Yes. So you would start from the part of being a BI developer, and then you can progress. You can also become a chief data officer. And depending on your experience, as you gain while you're on the job, and trust me, not all experiences are the same, right? So if you start a job today and you're faced with a challenge today, and you are able to go past that challenge, what happens? You've gained an experience in that part, right? So as you go by the day, as you move every day, you keep facing those challenges. And you know one amazing thing about PathTech is that if we train you with the necessary tools that would equip you to get the job or secure your first BI job, we are not just going to leave you to swim in the ocean just like that. You could always come back to us. You could come back to Patrick, you come back to myself. We could actually help you do your job, right? Your manager would not know, so don't worry about it. We'll hold hands together and cross the challenges until you are very confident in what you are doing. because we know that time will come, that you wouldn't really need to come back to us anymore because you're now a guru in what you do. And another key point about choosing a career in business analysis is global relevance. Yes, very important. If you start a career as a business intelligence developer or as a business intelligence analyst, if you decide tomorrow you want to relocate to Canada, guess what? You will get a job and you'll be paid very well. And I'll give you instances of a nurse. Did you see what happened during the pandemic when the UK wanted healthcare workers, they wanted nurses to come in from other countries and all of that? That career is a global career that is recognized all over the world. The same is applicable to a BI developer. The same is applicable to a data analyst. The same is applicable to a chief data officer. Anywhere in the world, you can work anywhere. And you might not even be physically present there. So that brings me to my next point, which is job satisfaction. You might not necessarily be in Canada itself at present. You can work remotely from anywhere you are. I have a friend who is in the UK right now and he works in Netherlands. He only goes to Netherlands once a while and he's still doing his job as a business intelligence developer. So job satisfaction, it brings job satisfaction to us, to be honest. You do little and you get paid big. The reason because the skill is not something you can just get any time of the day. But Pat MarTech, who are here to provide you, equip you, assist you, and enable you secure that your first job. Thank you. So that should be it for me for now. Patrick, please, can you continue on the other part, which is the essential skills?
Thank you very much,
no
Titi. Thank you very much. So I think she's touched on almost everything. You know, the part that I really like the most is the job satisfaction part, because we are all like in a position in our lives where most of us have children that we will be working with and so on. And with this career, trust me, if you are in that position, it is very helpful, extremely helpful. It really, really helps. The flexibility, and then the flexibility when it comes to working from home, working remotely is very helpful. Okay, so like Xavier was saying, the essential skills, what you can become, you know, oh no, this is the essential skills that you are going to acquire when you sign up to Pat MarTech program. So data analysis is one. You will be able to analyze data. You will learn SQL and database knowledge. You will learn data modeling. You will learn ETL, that is extract, transform, and load, which is very commanding in our field. ETL, wherever you go, you hear this ETL. Everyone is saying ETL in our field. You hear data, you will learn data visualization. You will learn some programming skills. Now, this programming skills is not about the programming language that is used to build a software. It is just words, but how you would position the words. So those are the skills that we call programming skills. Usually we call it queries that you would study. You will learn business acumen, you know, because as a business intelligence developer, you need to be presenting all your findings to board and the stakeholders. So that one too, we are here to show you critical thinking and problem solving is part of our course. Communication skills, yes. I think when Xavier was talking, you can feel the passion in it, you know, you feel everything in her voice. Communication skills is part of what you are gonna study. Some of us may be pros in that, but we will give it a touch for those who need it. And then collaboration and teamwork. We are gonna, from the start of the program to the end, everything we are gonna do will be based on collaboration and teamwork, because this environment, you need to collaborate with other departments. If you get your job, you need to collaborate with other departments and stakeholders, especially those who find themselves in consortiums. You know, you need to, the teamwork is very paramount. And then project management. Partner Tech provide continuous learning availabilities. If you want to continue on, we will continue on with you. And then attention to detail is something that you would know. Building a strong foundation is paramount to our line of work. So, as a beginner, if you are coming into this field, you need to get a hands-on experience through internship and projects. And that is what Partner Tech we are packaged for this course. Every project we would make you do is worth being on your CV. So we have databases set up for you if you sign up, and we would give you internships and projects for very intense, you know, and like Sylvia was saying, for you to host as your portfolio on your GitHub account, so that recruiters can actually go there to go and see that you can do the thing. You have the experience. You know, networking with BI professionals. Now we have created a network with BI professionals, and I think one of my teachers who taught me is actually in amongst us right now. You know, we have created a network, so it's not like you be with Partner Tech. We have a network of BI professionals that will show their experience, that will share their experience going forward as you join, as you study, and as you launch your first job. And then joining BI communities and forums. And then mostly, I advise that you join the Microsoft BI communities. It would keep you abreast with the happenings of real times. And then Partner Tech, we also have a forum that you can also join. We talk on topics. We talk on so many things. We share experiences. We share knowledge too. You know, so when you sign up, you have access to the forum, and then you can work things from there. Job roles. You can be a BI analyst. You can be a data analyst. You can be a BI developer. You can be a data scientist. You can be a data engineer. You can be a data engineer. You can be a BI manager. You know, like Xavier was saying, Xavier is a senior BI developer, so you can imagine it's heavy. You can be a BI manager, you can be a data architect, you can be a dashboard developer, you can be a BI consultant, and you can also be a report developer. All of that, when you Google, you find online. All the names that I've just mentioned, you find online. You can be a business analyst, you can be a metadata analyst, you can be a big data engineer, BI trainer, instructor, like I'm doing right now, and a data quality analyst, BI administrator, AI. And you know, this career is the basics of machine learning and AI. If you want to go into machine learning and AI, this is where you start from. You know, so you can also grow to be an AI specialist from here, and commercial intelligence analyst. So the industries where BI, you can find BI everywhere, business intelligence everywhere. These are some of the few that I gathered: the retail, the healthcare, the finance, manufacturing, telecommunication, education, government, energy, hospitality, pharmaceutical, transportation, logistics, insurance, e-commerce, which is the big one, automotive, agriculture, entertainment, real estate, legal, charity, a lot. Now, real world success stories. Netflix, like I was saying, they leveraged on BI, and specifically, they did Power BI to analyze user viewing habits and preferences by applying machine learning and algorithms into this data. So the data they used Power BI to come up with, they gave it to machine to learn that data, and then Netflix can now provide personalized content recommendation. When you go on Netflix, it will show you, because you watch this, we are recommending this. And most of the time, it is something you like. You see, Amazon too, they did the same on their supply chain optimization. Walmart, Starbucks, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is something when you are looking for a job, you go on LinkedIn, you fill in your credentials and everything. They have this data algorithms that they would link the job you are looking for to you. They would actually alert recruiters who are looking for jobs like yours to find you. You see, and that is data. Delta Airline, same. Bank of America, and as a matter of fact, all the banks they are now into because I think now they are coming in with this digital currency. So um, digital currency. So data is very, very important. Data is key. Uber also went into data, pricing and route optimization. They use data. Tesla, and then these are the ones I've been able to come up with. And so career advancement opportunities. You can specialize in BI, data science and data engineering. And like I've said, you can move on to machine learning, move on to AI. And there are so many leadership roles. Like this particular level, whenever you launch your first job, you're going to be in mid-management level, you know, and it's good. It's good. So many leadership roles in business intelligence. And then continuous professional development. Now, this is an online course and tutorial. You don't have to come anywhere. All our labs are online. All our databases are online. We will give you the databases, and then you will be able to model the database. All you need is a Windows computer. That's all you need, a Windows computer or laptop that has the capacity like minimum 4 GB RAM will do the job, because that's what we need. We would show you the environments you will install on them, and then everything is online. If you are considering joining, or if you have joined, I'm touching on this again. The class is going to be every Saturday, 8 hours every Saturday. And then after the class, we will give intensive project works and I will say a week project where you will not just be idle during the week. You get something to do. For more understanding, if you need us during the week, we can arrange time and then meet you during the week. But for the 5 months, Saturday 8 hours, that is where we are studying. And so moving on, BI conferences and seminars, which are organized by others and us. Organized by others and us, you will have access to them. If you are aspiring, you need to go into BI blogs. Some of them are published by us. We can recommend others to you, other websites that will help you. So blogs and publications. And then us, when you rely on us, it is worth it. It is worth it. He will be worth it. So then we come to questions and answers. If anyone has any question, I will be willing to answer. Hello.
Hi, you will stay here, Patrick. So it would be very, very good to ask any question you have in mind as well, because that would really, really help answer any questions that you feel might not have been touched at the course of Patrick presenting the slide to us today. So yeah, no question is not good. All questions are correct. Just ask us and we're here to answer you.
Hello, sorry. I just wanted to ask if you have any sort of like data that you can sort of show us like a way of converting it to make sense of it. Because I think you were saying that what you do is you make sense of data. Did you have like any example that you could show us, like what you do on a day-to-day?
Yeah.
Anything?
Patrick, can I answer that? Is that
Yes,
okay?
please.
Okay, so we do have a demonstration for today, but this is just like a little demonstration. We're not going in depth. We're not going to be demonstrating how the data was cleaned. The data is already pre-cleaned. So what we're going to be doing is just showing you how to insert this data and making sense out of it, like you did ask. So yeah, we do have a presentation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So if we don't have any question, Patrick, is it okay to just go
Yes.
into the demonstration?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will stop sharing my screen and
No
then
worries.
you can come in.
Okay, thank you. Yep. Can everyone see my screen, please? Do let me know,
Yes.
please.
Yes. From my end, yes.
Okay. So every other person in the group, can you just put in the chat if you can see it or not? So Patrick could let me
Yes.
know if everyone's saying yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think messages have come in. Yes.
Okay, all right. So this is our little demonstration today for you all, just to make sense of all of those things Patrick have been talking about, making sense out of data and whatnot and whatnot. So first of all, in the real life scenarios, if you would need to interpret a data or if you will need to get an insight out of a data, you should have what we call requirements. So it's usually called project requirements. So I'm sure some of you must have seen some of your friends talking about, oh, we're working on a project. So that's for the project managers. We're working on a project. We're working on a project. And you're trying to like think, like, what could that project be about? So the project is about working on data, managing stakeholders, communicating to them, interpreting for them, and all of that. So now, there are key pointers that we need to follow in order for us to achieve what we want to achieve today, which is, first of all, we need to structure our dashboard and make it dynamic. So when we say dynamic, we want something that is quite interactive. So let's say, for instance, we click on an image. We want that image to bring us something or to take us to the next page or something, right? And after which, we're also going to be creating our visuals, charts, and every other thing that is involved on there. And finally, we're going to customize them. So customizing could be changing the colors, changing the size, and yeah. So that's it for now. So if you want to know more, you need to come to Park Tech. So I don't say everything here. So today, I'm going to assume I work with McDonald's. Yes, we all know McDonald's. Everyone who live in the UK, even if you're not in the UK, some other countries in the world, they also have McDonald's on there. And my manager or regional manager has communicated to me that they need to collect a data for specific McDonald's franchise location, right? And they've also requested that they need a specific location, which is Liverpool, Leeds, Westminster, Southampton, Northampton, Luton, and Bristol. And they also went further to say they need a summary that would include sales trend, which is between the 2022 data and 2023 data in millions. And they want to see the total sales, they want to see profit, and they also want to see customer satisfaction. So it's easy for me to actually know what they want because I work in the field, right? Which I might be going a step further or a step faster ahead of everyone. And that is only because that is what I do. That's my job. So if you would not want to know how I'm able to go all the way and understand what KPIs that needs to be captured and whatnot, this little writing here tells me everything I need to know. But in Part MacTech, we'll be teaching you how to identify the KPIs that you are required to capture and what sort of visuals are actually going to be suiting your KPIs that you want to display to your stakeholders, right? So now I have my dashboard page. So this page is going to be my dashboard page. We'll be teaching you how to switch off these views. So there's a view here. So let's say, for instance, I switch this off 1 second. So it has line, but I don't want it. Yeah. So one second. It's taking a while to load. Just give me time. Yeah. 1 second, please. That's one thing with Excel. It would. This is why business intelligence too are very good. But yeah, let me see. It's just I just want to get rid of this line here, but it's not going out. Patrick, can I just go ahead regardless of the line, if that's okay? Would this be sort of a problem?
Yeah, I think that should be fine.
Yeah, but the line refused to go. I'll just leave it. For some reason. I don't know who sent me to click that. Okay. 1 second. Let me close it up. Let me don't save it. I don't want to save it. I'll just open it up again because I don't like that line. Just give me 1 second. Things on the system. It's not good. Okay, starting. Okay. Okay, yeah. So this should not have it anymore. Yeah. So this is going to be my dashboard. This is my data that is already well cleaned. And we're going to be teaching you how to clean this data into this format. So usually some people would use pivot table, but don't worry about it. Do you see the way I'm just throwing it small? Yeah, but don't worry about that. And we also have our contact details. So this is where we have the manager's emails and their names and the country. I need to change this bit here. I'm gonna clear it up. 1 second. Clear contents. And this again. Okay. So now on our dashboard, we do have some images, like you see, each time I click on them, they don't do anything. And remember, I did mention from here that we need to structure our dashboard and make them dynamic. So we're going to do just that. So first of all, this image you see right here is a dashboard image. So I want to link it to this page on here. So all you need to do is to right click, go to link, and you insert link, and we want a place in this document, which is the dashboard on here, and you click on OK, right? We'll do the same thing for our table view, which is the input. We want to link that on. You insert link, and we'll click on input, and we'll click on OK. So we'll do the same thing for contacts, right? I'll just quickly do that.
Yeah. Well, sorry,
Contact
what
page.
time is that?
I'll click on OK. And on here, I want to link this to any email of my choice because I want to be able to communicate to somebody each time I have a question on the dashboard. So let's say, for instance, I'm a BI developer and my stakeholders would want to communicate to me each time they're using this dashboard. So they want to click on this little icon on here and it will direct them to an Outlook. So what I would do is I will link this, but I'm not going to be choosing this place in the document anymore. I'm just going to be choosing email, and then I would type in my email on here because I am the one who have built the dashboard and I would want them to communicate to me whenever they need be. So let's see what's going to happen. So if I click on here, 1 second, yeah. So if I click on here, I would remain in the dashboard page because I've linked that. If I click on here, it will take me directly to the insert page. And if I click on here, it will take me to the contact page. But can you still see, I'm still making use of this tab like this. I don't want to use this tab. I just want to interact with this dashboard. So what I do is Control copy. And on here, Control V, 1 second. Control V, which is paste, and let me insert one on here. I want to change this color here. Let me fill this place with white. Just want to do white and here. Okay, let's copy it again. on here. I need to paste this here. And I have that. So see what happens. If I click on this, it takes me to table view. If I click on this, it brings me back to the dashboard. Did you see that? So I'm actually not using this sheet anymore. I'm not clicking around because it's very stressful to do that, to be honest. And it's just taking me right down to the page where I want. And another thing is, I don't know why this is showing here. Okay. So we've done it to be dynamic, to be interactive with each other. If I click on this, it's going to take me to an Outlook. Did you see that? Did you see what happened? Sorry, just let me know if you can see what just happened, Patrick.
Yes, yes, we can see. Yeah.
Yeah, did you see how it took me straight to Outlook, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about, just in case the stakeholders, they want to communicate to me. So now we'll carry on with our design. I want to get a shape. Yeah, I think I need a shape. I like this one. Okay. We'll just like a section for header, just to give it a name. Right. We'll have something that's really. So now personally, I don't really like Excel, but because Excel is not really very flexible. It's very stressful to use it. Power BI is the best, right? But today we'll just make use of Excel because we're doing a little demonstration. And also, we're still going to be teaching you about Excel also, because you wouldn't say you know how to use Power BI and you don't really understand the concept of Excel itself, right? Okay, now, so I've done a bit of formatting. You can see like a shadow, the dashboard is coming to life. So I need to get more. Control V. I need to get something out of this. I need to share. So we're going to be teaching you all of this when you join us. And remember, I did mention that it's because I'm quite used to this. That's why I'm just doing it straight away. But we'll teach you how to actually work on it when you see a requirement and know what to actually give and what not to give. And in cases whereby the requirements are not very clear, we would go back to our stakeholders. So Mark Pack Tech will be teaching you on that. I wish I could align this thing. Okay. Patrick, is this shape okay? Is it aligned properly?
Yes, I think
You
it's
know,
aligned for
it's
the
aligned, right?
purpose of demonstration. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because I know in Power BI I'll get those lines and all of that, but in Excel now. Okay. So you see our dashboard is coming to life now. Okay. It's coming to life. Okay. Open bits, and we have our beach. Right. So these are all shapes. We're just using them to like design the sheets, the Excel sheets. Okay. So on here, I would start with writing. You probably would not see it because I need to change the format, but it's okay. Let's do it that, then I'll change it. All right, sales. Oh, let me just write one so I see what I'm writing. Okay, now this Excel started. 1 second, I just want to highlight here there. So I get I want it in black or blue. Let me use dark blue. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. So it's going to be sales dashboard UK 2023. That's just going to be the name. And You can actually click on this to increase the size if you want, to whatever you want there. Okay. And on here, we'll call this one sales. Remember, it talked about total sales. Let me see that page. Okay, see. Later. Okay. What size is that? I think this size is okay. Yeah. But I wouldn't want to use a capsulator here. I'll just use a capsulator for the first word here. And this just copy. Here. I'll change all the names. I don't want to keep formatting. Okay. Put that there. Put this there. Come on. Okay. Here. It's rejecting it. Control copy. Control paste there. What happened? Okay. I'll just type here since it's not responding to me. Let me just change this one first here. So it's cleaning it up. That's fine. I'll do it. What happened? I think I'm going to, okay. So it's going to be profits. Yeah, I'm cleaning. So, okay. Scraps later again. You see that? So this is why Pat Tech is here. We want to bring you Power BI. I don't know where that's gone to, but yeah, let me copy this one. Don't worry. We'll make a sense out of the demonstration. It will all make sense. Perfect. Is it okay to stop talking while I do this for me? Do you think it's okay? Then I would explain. Because I think because I'm talking,
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's really, yeah, it's putting me off the radar. Yeah, I get it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as Xavier is going on with this one, I just wanted to chip in something. So this is a little demonstration of what we do as a data analyst. She's using Excel. This is the basic part of data analysis. She wants to link all these. This is going to be the dashboard, and she wants to link it to the data that is behind this, so that if someone comes in, the person will see this and will not see, because at the end of the day, she's going to hide the data so that the user will see this as a user interface. So that's what she's going on with at the moment. So in Patwa Tech, when you come in, this is what we'll start you with. We will teach you how to write the commands to get the desired columns and the desired how do you call it, cells that you will need in order to get here. And after here, we will teach you how to link this up and then create a very beautiful dashboard so that anyone who sees it will understand where you're coming from. But the main focus is that after here, we're going to use Power BI, which is quite straightforward, easy to use. See this one as she's going round. That's why people are now ditching Excel, but most companies are with Excel. That's why we are teaching Excel. But Power BI is the gig. Power BI is the magic. And that one, we will do a demonstration when you come to the class. So that's how it is going to be like. That is Power BI. And then I will take the opportunity to talk about the financial bit. If you want to join, I don't know if anyone wants to join and wants to know how much it will cost. I think with this job, the job comes with a lot. It comes with a lot of things, and how you are going to market yourself is one point. We're going to teach you everything that comes with it. So we are charging those who are not qualifying for discounts. We are charging 1,150 per person. But if you join the class and pay the money before the 3rd of February, then it would come down to £1,000. And then we have payment structures that you can use to make the payments. That is, every month you will pay a certain portion of the amount to make it easier for you. And with that, it comes with all these course outline, the access to all projects, which will be part of your CV, you equipping yourself with the ability to provide these dashboards for companies. Sorry,
Patrick,
do you want to come in?
Yes, I want to just
Okay.
come in. I want to pause you because I want to talk here now because, I think I'm done with the bit of the dashboard. What's this one here? Yeah, I'm done with the dashboard area. Like, remember we talked about structuring it and making it dynamic, interactive. It's not dynamic for us. It's not interactive and dynamic for us, right? And we're done in imputing all our background in the areas where we want to impute our data. Patrick, is it okay for me to just carry on from here? Then you can speak about yours, right? Hello, Patrick. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. So it's okay for me to just carry on, right?
Yes.
So I can
please.
talk them through. So now, this is our already clean data, and as you can see here, we have a customer satisfaction section where then we need to now use this data and insert it into a visual that is best for us, right? All you just need to do is to alert, not inserting. Yep. Alert, and then you go to your insert button. There's a section here where we have different chart that we'll use, right? On here, we want to go to on chart and we want the radar. Remember, like I said, it's just because I'm quite conversant with it. That's why I'm just going straight away with all our visuals. But when you join the training, we'll teach you how to determine what visual or what chart would be best for the purpose of what you want to do, right? So now I need a radar, and all I just need to do is to click OK. And what happens? Voila, it's there. But I don't need all of this. I just delete it. I don't need the chart's name. I'll just delete it. And I'll just keep this one side. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Yeah. So I just pick this one. No, I don't want to format yet. Okay, I'll leave it there. Okay. And now what I would do is I would come to my sales by location, and the currency is in pounds already, which I've already done. All I need to do is to highlight it. Yep. And come back to inserts. And because I'm dealing with location, the best way to actually demonstrate this or visualize this is actually putting it into a map chart, which is here. Although this is white in color, but yeah. You could choose any background you want, to be honest. You can decide to make it black. It's entirely up to you. But for this purpose, I could just leave it black so we can actually see those word areas. I don't need a chart title. I'm just going to delete it, and that's it. And just in case anyone will be asking, what is this? It's actually interpreting the data for me. So it says we plotted 71% of location from our sales by location 2023 data with higher confidence. So we're going to be teaching you about all of this, all interpretation that is needed depending on what you're visualizing on, but I don't need it in this case, so I just take it out, right? Then on here, it says sales. So at the top of my head, each time I see sales between a certain period of time versus another period of time, the first thing I'm thinking about is, yeah, this should be in a trend line. But I'll tell you, although I have said it, but we'll use recommendation for this one. So we'll usually come to the insert. There's a section here where it says recommend charts. What do you see? The first thing is introducing to me is the line chart, right? Okay. And we just click on OK. And voila, we have it here. But on this chart, I don't kind of like it. The reason being that I am very concerned about the data that is on here. In part, MarTech will teach you also, don't worry. So I'm concerned about the data, yes. What am I going to do? I would edit my axis, format axis. And can you see it says the minimum is 0. I don't need the minimum. I'm concerned about the minimum between 200 and 250, right? I'll just use 180. And if I click OK, what happens? It changes, right? Okay. So we'll leave that bit here. And we would come to our KPIs. So this KPIs was derived from targets divided, sorry, actual divided by targets. So we'll teach you all those calculations, so you don't need to worry. So I just need those two values. I'll just come here and I want to get my donut chart and this. This is my donut chart on here, right? I'll delete this also because I don't need it. But at the same time, in this donut chart here, I want this complete percentage to show inside of this visual. So that shows me that this blue angle on here is 85%. Can you see that? If I hover around, this is series 0.1, value 85%, and this is 15%, but I just only want the completed percent on here. So what I would do, I'll come to insert, I'll come to shapes, then I'll come to this text box here. And what will I do? I would then put it here. Okay, so even if I have the text box, I know everyone would say, oh, why don't you just write 85%? I can't write 85% because if I do that, it's not going to be dynamic anymore. Because if tomorrow this value changes, this 85% on here would not change. So I want to be able to reference that column. So I would come onto this formula bar, we'll say equals to, I will click on that and just click on, you can use this mark or enter. Did you see that? So now we have that. So we can decide to format this. This color here and increase it a bit, and voila, it looks beautiful, right? And I don't need this one too. I just take that bit out and just make it smaller. So I'm not going to go through this process. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to control paste. Okay, now that control paste did not work because I control paste inside the visual itself. So it's going to be control, and I have to click on somewhere else for that to take effect. So so here I want to change my reference because at the moment this is referencing this cell. I don't want it to reference this cell. I want it to reference this cell instead, which is the 89%. All we need to do is just to change the formula there, which is, let me use caps letter G, yeah, and that should change it. Voila, right? Now the formatting here is still black. I don't want to click on this bar again. I just want to use my formatting pin to do magic. So I just take my formatting pin and just click on it, boom, it changed, right? And on here, we just want to copy and we just want to paste also. And we also did the same thing we've done by changing this function here to J. 1 second, just capsulator J and click on, yeah. And that has happened also. We just need to take the formatting pen and we'll click on here and that changes, right? So I'm not just bringing the figures out of my head. So this is, can you see where this J is on here? So there's a value, 1 second, move this here. This J7, can you see that? This is J7 down here. So we're referencing the column and the row, right? So now it's time for us to transfer our charts, all of these charts, to our dashboard, right? So all I need to do is to Control X, which is cut. And 1 second, where's the showing? And Control V, which is this. So I'll put in my hair, I'll put in it. Yep. Just gonna making it to look beautiful for us. Yeah. I want to be able to chart style. Okay. This style is okay, to be honest. Okay. This chart is okay. Yep. So we'd take out the edges here. Let me just leave it for now. Let me just transfer everything. Our map, Control X. So it's taking a while to load. Yeah. It's gonna come back, don't worry. Yeah, that's a cell for you. 1 second. Okay, I think it's ready now. So I'm gonna do that here. Control paste. Okay. This 1 second. Yep. Just click on it, just take it out again because I moved it into different pages, right? Okay. Don't worry, we'll adjust it when we're done moving everything for now. And this line chart, the same thing is applicable to this section here. Control V. And that's it for that. Okay. And on here, the same thing. Because I'm copying them, so I'm just trying to show you the difference when you cut something and you copy something. So don't worry, we'll get those ones out. Right. Control V on here. Okay. I need that. So even if I've put this here, I want to switch off the, I don't need automatic, I want no fill, right? I no fill, no line. Did you see that? We don't have that line anymore. The same thing I'm gonna do here, no fill, no line. Because I don't want those lines showing for me. The same thing is applicable on here, no fill, no line. So it just sits pretty on there, right? Same is applicable to the charts. We're gonna have no fill and no line, right? It's turned white. I wish I could make it another color, but I'm not sure I have suggestion to make that more than that color for this case. But when you come to our training, we'll teach you how to format and whatnot, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And now for this one, we will Control X, I've caught it, and we're gonna do the same for this one here, right? Just reduce it by the side, just move it here. Okay, we'll come back here again. Can you see the difference between this one and this one? This has like the edges because it's not yet turned off yet. That's why you can see it that way, right? And we'll come here, the same thing for this. copy. We'll put that on here for you to see. Could do this one. Okay. Let's see this leader. It's not gonna. Nah, you can switch it off there also. You can put. Can you see those percentages we had previously? But I don't want to see it. You can also turn on your legend. It's not important in this case. And you could also change your formatting style. So let's say, for instance, we have this one, and then we would turn off the data. We don't need it. I could actually use this one. I could leave this one just for same purposes. And right. Purpose of just demonstration. The test, let me try to reduce that because I'm using a different chart. But if I'm using this one, then I shouldn't. Okay. So now we've succeeded in copying all our charts. You see, when you Control S, it cuts it. So you can't see it here anymore. But when you Control C, it still leaves it there. And yeah, you can also cut it because you always have to cut for it to disappear, right? So let's say, for instance, I hide this page. And no, I don't want to hide this page yet because I still want to get something off that page. So here, I feel this section is too empty. I'm still going to format this. I'm coming. I think this section is too empty. All I want to do is just insert another text on there, the shape, come here, and I would put this on here. And inside this text box, I want to reference to my input page. So when I put equals to, click on here, and I click on what I want to see, which is the actual. I click on this. What happens? That shows up, right? Voila. And I'm just going to format this bit. I'm sure. Why do you know? Okay, yeah. Just format this bit. What happened? It's not changing. 1 second. Some reason it's not changing. When you click on it. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's changed. Okay. So that bit is on there. Let me see if I'll get my formatting again. 1 second. Let's just see. Shape format. It's not pulling out for me. Okay, format shape. Okay. I don't want no fill, no line. And that's it. We'll have another value here. We'll also do the same for this one. No fill, no line. And voila. We have that. Right? And on here, we'll just do the same thing, which is, I'm almost rounding up, just to show you what data, the magic that can be done with data, right? This section, and we'll need just this bit here. You click on this, and it takes you down to that page, and format it. Okay, format it. Let me get this one here. Okay. And no fill. Yes, it's done justice for me already. And the same thing is applicable to this. Right, so insert shape, text. 1 second. A text box. On here, remember, you can't put the equal sign in this text box. You always have to come to this formula bar here. So always get this out. Okay, I need to impute the currency sign here, so which is good. And put that, and we would click on this, just get our formatting pen and do this here. Now, so if I come on here and put the pound sign, see what's going to happen. Why is it not formatting? Okay, so this is a custom. I need to change it to general and put the pound sign here. And let's see what's going to happen. Did it not take effect here? Okay, I think I need to refresh this bit here for it to happen. 1 second. Okay, let's get it in again. Insert, test. on here, equals sign, appeals. Let's see what happens. Okay, and this is it. Format. So you could actually use your formatting pen to do a lot of magic that you want. Close this bit, and yeah. So this is a basic Excel dashboard. Power BI is much more nicer than Excel, believe me. And if you see, I can be able to interact with my data, but if I don't want my stakeholder to see what my data is, I just need to hide it. In some cases, you can actually lock it on here. You can lock it, put a password in, and nobody will be able to alter your data. But in this case, I just want to hide because I only need this bit. Yeah. Patrick, are you still there?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Beholding the magic that you are performing. Thank you.
Okay, this one. I think this one, I missed out this one. Not formatting that one. Yeah. So
Thank you.
it's all right. You're welcome. Do anybody
very
have any
much.
question for me? And yes.
So do we have any questions?
How much did you say the training is this for again? How
Yes.
much is being recorded?
So as I was saying,
How much could you please repeat that information about the
all right, sure. So as I was saying, the training, if you pay before the 3rd of February, that's when the training actually starts, it's going to be £1,000, and there is payment plan for everyone. So it will be spread over the 5 months period, and then this one will entail all the course line. We will review your CV. We would review your CV to give you a winning CV, and then we'll give you interview boot camp, where we will train you for interview. We'll make sure you are well prepared before you go for an interview, and then your job search. We are going to assist you in your job search. Make sure you get a job. So that is the line with which we are working towards. And let us all remember that with this course, you don't have to have any IT background. We are taking everything from scratch. You don't need any IT background. You see that thing? So it is quite straightforward. Yeah. So that is it about the financial aspect of it. But as that's fine. So as a BI developer, you can be rest assured that once you launch your job, we will not advise you to go for anything below 45,000. No, we won't advise you, because with the training that we're going to give you, it's going to equip you for that level. And the moment you go in within 3-6 months, trust me that you'll be well experienced to move up the ladder. You'll be well experienced to move up the ladder. So that's it. Do we have any other question? Okay.
I
So
can stop sharing for now. Yeah.
yes, please.
This is post sharing. Okay.
Okay. So AB is asking if there is any payment option. Yes, there are payment options. Which if you want the details of it, just email me or email info@patmactech, or even call me. Even if you call Savior, we would give you the breakdown of everything. We would have a chat. But if you are interested, when you check the chat section, I have placed the registration link there. You can click it and then go to the registration and register. If you've been here and then you want to give us an honest feedback about what we've done today, please, there's also a link that there's also a link that would aid that. the link is there. You click on it and then you give us your honest feedback. So if there is no other questions, then this is where we will bring this presentation to an end. And then thank you all for coming. Thank you for your time. I hope we've been able to give you a platform where you can actually excel in flexibility. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.